or 2 converted tries. They won't if South Africa can hang on to the ball. This is Creaser, and this is Van der Westhuizen streaking away again. Bunce won't catch him. Try for South Africa. This is Van der Westhuizen again. Great runner, isn't he? Long pass is meant for Olivier. He gets it at the second attempt, and he sets off back across the field. Got Muir inside him. The flick pass to Creaser. Creaser now. Creaser with Seymour chasing him. Throws the ball inside to Olivier.
(31-14) then to the South Africans. I mean, they're back in international rugby, and a decent performance for them, although they haven't reached the last 4.
Well, it was. They showed tremendous ball handling skills, and I think throughout this tournament, actually, I've been very impressed with South Africa. They don't play an awful lot of sevens at all, but they've progressed and improved in each game that they've played, and I'm sure they wish there's another sevens tournament next week, and they'd probably do very well.
How will this be viewed down in New Zealand, where you go with the British Lions? I mean, will they just say, oh, it's only sevens, or will they be a bit upset not getting in at the sharp end of this tournament?
I think New Zealanders want to win whatever's going, and this is the World Cup, the first one. They'll have wanted to win it. They won, the first 15's World Cup, so they'll be disappointed with this.
And it's a shame we're not going to see too much more of Mr. Rush, isn't it? Because he's been a tremendous player in this World Cup.
Well, I think we know that he is one of the stars of world rugby, but that's life.
OK, well, England then, of course, are already through. Australia, I suppose they've got to keep afloat. They've got to beat England, really, to maintain their interest in the World Cup. And that's coming up next from Murrayfield. Hello once again from Murrayfield, and one or two of you have spoken to us about the action going on behind me. They're playing there in the plate and in the bowl competitions. That's the competition, really, for the people who haven't got through to the sharp stage, really, of the World Cup. Just believe me, if you would stay with us here on ITV, you will see all the meaningful action leading up, of course, to the semis and the final to decide the first World Sevens champions around about 4:30 or 4:15 to 4:30, that'll be. And then we're off to Wembley for more live action, of course, with that Coca-Cola Cup final. But now it's time for the last quarter-final between England and Australia. England, tremendous news, really. They've already ensured a semi-final place. But the Aussies, well, they need to get back on course after being thumped by the New Zealand All Blacks. Your commentators for this one between really fierce rivals, Steve Smith and Bob Simmons.
Both sides ready. Michael Liner kicks off. Chris Shisby, Damien Skipper underneath it. Back to Cassell. Nick Beale. Nice kick into space as Campo, the sweeper, goes across. Lovely silky skills from David Campese. Trying to go all the way. Past Chris Shisby. Matt Dawson going across too, but he can't stop him. Absolute magic.
Well, you know, Bob, Nick Beale's been kicking well all tournament. I don't think he's quite used to kicking to guys like this. You don't kick to the king, Campo. He beats one man, he beats two men, he's streaking down the touchline. They won't catch him now.
What a sight that is. First chance then for England to attack. That ball rather too deep. Tokwe Afe takes it. Cousin Willie Offengawe is there to lend a hand. England transgressing, going up over the top. Some verbals there too, so back they have to go another 10 metres. Liner. Lovely little dummy. Offengawe. Tokwe Afe. Over the 22, some slack tackling by England, looking for support. Willie Offengawe. Jim Fenwick. Bundled into touch. But in fact, Ryan Constable can go on and score the try.
You see in the replay, that looks probably about on a yard and a half forward, so I can see why they all stopped.
And finally, as Chris Shisby came across, Ryan Constable just able to change direction and get over. Damon Hopley has gone off, so it's David Scully who's come on. Australia